Good morning, happy Thursday, and it's weigh day. So my breakfast this morning is my usual Beanies caramel coffee with white chocolate syrup and skinny syrup and almond milk as part of my Healthy Extra A. Then I've got 40 grams of fruit and nut Weetabix minis, which is a Healthy Extra B. I've crushed those up and put them in the bottom of a Kilner jar, topped with a Muller toffee yoghurt for one sin and some strawberries. And excuse the washing machine, we always seem to do a wash on a Thursday morning. I'm going to sit and enjoy this now. So it's lunchtime now, and lunch is the same as last Thursday. It's a 3-egg omelette filled with leftover chicken breast, 35 grams of light cheese and half a tin of Crucial spicy tomato ketchup. And then I've got a big salad. So green leaves, tomatoes, red onion, cucumber and pepper. And look, someone's trying to steal it. And then I've got an apple and an orange and diet lemonade. And for those of you who don't mind too much information, Star Week has arrived. So not only am I going to get a gain for what I've eaten during the week, I'm going to get a gain because it's Star Week. So weigh-in should be fun, but I'm going to enjoy this anyway. So I've got half a sin and my Healthy Extra A on the table. Afternoon snack, while still trying to get through a day of work, is my usual coffee. Then I've got a banoffee pie yoghurt this time. I've run out of quark, so I'm going to have another yoghurt. So that is one sin for a Muller banoffee pie, and then I've got orange, an easy peeler and a plum. I'm back from group and I'll be on to update you with my results shortly, but first I have got to eat my evening meal, which I am more than ready for. It's 7:10. So I'm having the Slimming World chicken and Mediterranean vegetable pasta. I've not quite got all the pasta on here, I have discarded some. But I fished out all the chicken and the veg and some of the pasta, and then underneath I've got a full bowl of green leaves, tomatoes, red onion, pepper and cucumber. I've not got a pudding today because I've only got yoghurt, but I have got a little bit of a treat with another diet lemonade. So yeah, that is all free on the plan. Well, good evening. I'm going to say welcome back to my channel because I haven't said that for quite a while. I am back from weigh-in. Charlie's causing mischief as usual.
You've got your Tampax.
Yes, I went to buy some lady products today. And he's just knocked them off the side. So, let's have a little chat about my week. So as you'll know, on Friday I had a bit of a bad day. I was picking at things, I was eating things I shouldn't be eating, and I went well over sins. And I've been back on plan since Saturday, but because I then injured my back, I haven't been to the gym and I haven't done quite as much walking as I would have done. I've also got the monthly visitor, as I've already said, which arrived today. So not a great day for a weigh-in, and it showed. I went to group today and I have gained 6.5 pounds. Yeah, nearly half a stone. So I now weigh 11 stone 5.5 pounds with a total weight loss of 15 stone 2 pounds. So I was expecting a gain, but I wasn't quite expecting that kind of gain. It's a bit more than I thought it was going to be. So my target is 11 stone. So that means the top end of my target is 11 stone 3. So I am 2.5 pounds over the top of my target range, which means that if I don't want to pay next week, I have to lose 2.5 pounds by next Thursday. Now, it was different scales because it was a relief consultant, the lovely Val, who usually runs another group in a nearby village. But that's not an excuse, and neither is Star Week an excuse, and neither is not getting enough exercise. It is just down to me and what I put in my mouth. So I have to accept the gains as well as the losses, the good weeks and the bad, and move on. Suck it up. So I have set as my, Val asked me if I wanted to set a target, and I said I'd like to lose the 2.5. I didn't say I wanted to lose the 6.5 pounds, because that for me would be silly. I want to set a reasonable and achievable goal, and I think if I can go on to have 100% week, back to the exercise, back to fully food optimizing, no added healthy extras, and things like that, a fully extra easy week, then 2.5 pounds is doable. So yeah, I've had a lot of good suggestions about dealing with overeating. I've had a very good friend on WhatsApp who's been messaging me with thoughts, and it's been really, really helpful. So you know who you are, and thank you very much. I can't always respond in as much length, but I really do appreciate people putting so much thought into what might be causing overeating and how to tackle it. I've also had lots of messages on Instagram, because I went live on Wednesday evening on Instagram just to get a bit of a boost. Let me just pick this up before Charlie gets it. And as usual, sorry, that was my sister ringing. So the people on Instagram did give me a huge boost. And I just felt like I could open up and be honest and say that my channel is maybe not always about tag videos. There's not always going to be something new and exciting. There's not always going to be a shopping haul or a new recipe or lots of different kinds of foods. This channel is going to just be about my life and how I'm tackling it. Yeah, so what is my plan? My plan is to have 100% on plan week, and that includes tonight. So tonight I think I've had 2 or 3 sins so far. So I'm going to have a couple of treats within sins. And then I'm going to move on to tomorrow with a fresh outlook. I want to be back in Target, and I'd love to be back in Target next week. So 2.5 pound loss. So a couple of things to show you. We have, of course, got, actually, because this is going up on Friday, this is going to be my Friday finds. So for my Friday finds, we have the new Slimming World magazine, which I haven't really looked at, but as usual it's packed full of recipes and tips and new food ideas. And we have the 2019 calendar, and the first recipe that caught my eye was the chicken katsu curry, which is January. Now, you know I'm a spice and ice girl, but if you don't do spice and ice, then I think you're a bit misted up, but never mind. If you don't do spice and ice and you'd like to make your own, then this is a really good version that you can make with your own store cupboard staples, etc. And it's 1.5 sins per serving, so that looks really nice. Then I popped to Morrison's because we needed a few bits, and I picked up some pop chips. I have tried these a little while ago and I don't think I was very keen, but I really wanted something different because I've been having a lot of salt and vinegar flavour crisps lately. Let's have a look let's have a look how big the bags are. So these are the 17-gram bags of pop chips, and these are barbecue flavour, and these are 3.5 cents for the bag. So they look really nice. So like I say, I have tried them before and I wasn't overly keen, but I'll give them another go for 3.5 cents. And then just went up the Christmas aisle and I spotted these mini shortbread Christmas shapes, and these are 23 calories per biscuit, so that is 1 cent. And don't worry, Mr. Fawcett likes shortbread as well, so he will be eating the majority of these, and I'll just have a couple as a treat.
Get down, Charlie.
And then lastly, I also spotted these mini bars of chocolate. So Morrison's have brought out, sorry I've already opened this one to try and see the size of the squares and to give it a good sniff. Morrison's have brought out mini bars of the best chocolate. So this one is Morrison's the best milk chocolate, smooth and milky with a silky texture, and that is 11 cents for the bar. So what I'll do with both of these is have half at a time for 5 or 5.5 cents. So that one is 11 cents for the bar, and they are 35-gram bars. And this one is Morrison's the best salted butterscotch, and that one is 10 cents for the bar, the 35 grams. So if you wanted to, you could have the whole bar, or as I'm going to do, you could have them for 5 cents for this one and 5.5 cents for the other. So yeah, a little bit shocked by that gain. I've not been 100% this week, both mentally, physically, and with my food and exercise. It's not easy. This is never easy, and I never said I was perfect. So what do you think to it?
What do I think to it? It is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like I said to you, it's going to happen, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you know what to do to lose it, so just do it.
What are you eating?
I'm eating a Twix.
A Twix. Don't know how many sins they are.
1.
No, they're not. But I do just want to say that before this week, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had 6 really good weeks of maintaining. This was another thing that someone pointed out to me, or that I noticed when they asked me to look at my book. So since the 6th of September, when I weighed in at 10, 12 and a half, then I was 10, 13 and a half, 10, 12 and a half, 10, 13 and 11 stone and a half a pound. So actually, I've been doing an okay job until I had a hiccup. And I can lose 2.5 pounds. I lost 3.5 back on the 6th of September, 3.5 on the 9th of August. I've done some big numbers on this page, so fingers crossed, with a bit of a following wind and some luck, I can lose that 2.5 pounds and get back into my target groove. 10 to 8 now, and I must ring my sister back and get in the jammers and then get on to supper. And yes, I'll be following the extra easy plan for Slimming World. No target member perks, so no extra healthy extras, no extra sins, all being well. I will be going back to being a bit more careful with my milk and cheese allowance. and just keeping an eye on everything in general. So as usual, thank you all for your support and encouragement. Thank you for watching, thank you for all your comments. Thank you for your support with the vlogs over the weekend when I was not feeling great. As always, I feel uplifted by the support that I get. I might get some dislikes on this video, but I know I'll get just as many likes and supportive comments, and those are the ones that count. So yeah, I'm gonna try and do a few more food diaries. I might do one every day, as well as whatever recipe I upload. If I do, they'll be uploaded as bonus vlogs. Or I might upload to Instagram, which is at Debster_SW. But I'm certainly going to be accountable to myself this week. So, time to move on with the evening and get, like I say, ring my sister back, get into my pyjamas and enjoy some supper. Right, so it's heading up towards 9 o'clock. I've caught up on all my social media and comments, watched a bit of telly, got the dressing gown on, and it's time for supper. So I've got 2 easy peelers and my usual coffee. I've got a packet of the pop chips for 3.5 cents. I've got half of the salted caramel bar or whatever it was from Morrison's. So that is 5 cents for those 3 pieces of chocolate. And then I've got 3 of the shortbread biscuits for 3 cents. 3 cents, 1 cent each. So I've already had 2.5 cents during the day. So that's 6 cents, 11 cents, 14 cents, and 6,500 steps. So thank you very much for watching, and let's go for a good week.